My name is Dipali. I'm a CLiP placement pre-reg at Specsavers Westway Cross in northwest London. I am a qualified dispensing optician and previously was store manager in the same practice. I have just started my CLiP placement 4 weeks ago. CLiP is a new clinical learning in work. So what essentially it is we still are part of the university. We haven't graduated university just yet, but we have all the support from the university to help us through our pre-reg journey. Some of our assessments will be with university and some of them will be with the college. The placement, I wouldn't say is so structured. You still need to see a certain number of patients. It is scaled back quite a bit because they want to see sort of quality rather than quantity. So the first week was quite intense. There was, quite a lot of pathology, there was a lot of information to take in, but after taking that all on, kind of found a way around it. I was actually quite lucky. When I was in my final year at UCLan, I would test 1 day a week. So I was kind of getting into it slowly and now testing 4 days a week. I think it's kind of been a nice stepping stone actually. In the last 4 weeks, I kind of eased into it the first week. And the second week I was testing a little bit more. Anytime I wasn't sure about something, I would speak to my supervisor whilst with the patient. We would go through things and my supervisor is able to speak to me in a way that doesn't put me down, but actually allows me to sort of, okay, yeah, maybe I need to go home and actually read something about this and I'll be better next time. So my supervisor's been really great. If I have any questions or anything like that, they'll go through things with me. I have two main supervisors. I see them half and half in the week. They both have different approaches with sort of supervising. It's been great to get both sides and a bit more of a diverse way of testing as well. When you're a pre-reg, you kind of go with how your supervisor is, but having two people that I can lean on means that I can sort of pick out things that work best for me from both sides. I've learned that actually any patient could walk through a room, and actually to keep an open mind is what I've learned. Listen to the patient and what their concerns are. Tailor that eye test to them. A few weeks ago, I saw a patient with low vision. She wasn't able to see quite well. However, from an outside point of view, wouldn't know that she's got low vision, which was quite inspiring actually. Testing her was a bit more challenging. However, it was great that she was also aware of her condition and able to support me in that as well. Actually speaking to the patient like they are a human is not something we learn in university. I think that comes with a lot of experience, but I find having been a DO before, it's kind of brought it out a lot quicker, and hopefully I was able to give that patient the support she needed. The team's great. I think they're actually all very excited that I'm going to be doing optometry rather than being on the shop floor. I think it's also inspired a few. One of the team members have started the dispensing optician course. I'm super excited, and I think optometry will open quite a few doors as well. I'm looking forward to doing some certificates with the college as well. So I have a professor of glaucoma in line. My parents both under glaucoma clinics in Moorfields. That was sort of caught quite early actually, thanks to the OCT scan. They get seen regularly, and I think that's really why I want to do glaucoma. So my next assessment is about 4 weeks time. I am worried about them a little bit. I think with a little bit of studying and support from my peers and the university, we'll be able to get through them. The content seems okay, so just things we've done, talk about our patients that we've seen over the last sort of 8 weeks and choose certain areas that they want us to talk about in our outcomes. As a university cohort, we do keep in touch and we sort of share different sort of cases that we see throughout the week. We share also what we've learned from it. Actually, we can learn from others. So yes, top tip would be to sort of stay organized as much as possible. It can get quite overwhelming with the number of patients you're used to seeing at university, and then now the number of patients you do have to see throughout the week on the CLiP placement. So there can be a lot of information that's coming to you from the patients, what you need to actually record, but also what you need to study as well. So definitely staying organized is really key. Day to day, I will go home, have a think about what kind of patients I've seen throughout the day, make a log of them on the CLiP portal, and as a result, find out what learning outcomes I may have met, what learning outcomes I should be meeting, and then having a read about around that kind of area as well.